Massive wildfires are burning across California. The governor here declaring a state of emergency. The most active is the Creek Fire, burning in central California. So far, more than 70,000 acres have been scorched. California is also in the grip of an oppressive heat wave. Some places seeing triple-digit temperatures, making the firefight even more difficult. NBC News correspondent Steve Patterson is in Yucaipa, California, at the El Dorado fire. Steve, what's happening where you are right now?
Well, Joe, because of those scorching temperatures, the conditions are ripe to continue fueling these fires, including the one where I am now here in Southern California, the El Dorado fire. This is butted up against San Bernardino National Forest. That forest, along with several others in Southern California and Central California, by officials have now been shut down because of the extreme risk. Here in Southern California, I have to say, the winds that tend to pick up during this time at about 1, 2 in the afternoon have started to kick up. The fire has spread even more. It was in the 7,000s as far as acreage. It is now 8,600 acres. So it is spreading with the winds that will help carry the fire to new locations. But I will say it is a cooler wind than the blast furnace that we had over the weekend when temperatures were up to 110, 115, 120 in some places. Here, there is not much more fuel to burn. If you're looking at me live, it looks like I'm on a different planet for a reason. It's because it's already scorched so much in the areas that are near to those residential areas. Still, 21,000 evacuated from their homes. Again, 8,600 acres burned, only 7% contained. Firefighters, again, dealing with these red flag winds that are in the area. They need to get a handle on this and try to get as much containment done as humanly possible before the winds continue to kick up as the day progresses into the night. They hope to get much more containment on this so they can get a good handle on this fire, including all the other fires that are burning across the state. Now, more than 24, with a grand total of 2 million acres burned this year. That is a record for California. This fire among those that are so dangerous now in the state of California. Joe, back to you.
Yeah, Steve, just an eerie sight where you're standing there right now. We know that there are all kinds of evacuations taking place, along with people who had to be rescued by a helicopter. What's the latest when it comes to evacuations, and how are they dealing with this all in the middle of a pandemic?
Well, first thing I should say, Joe, is the trucks roll in. That's what you're going to hear in the background. Is the cause of the fire, because it's been such a source of consternation for so many people hearing the actual source of the fire, which is a gender reveal that has gone wrong. It happened in El Dorado State Park, very close by to where I am now. Somebody was doing a gender reveal over the weekend. It was clarified as a photo opportunity and not necessarily a gender reveal party, but fire officials and fire investigators say that there was some sort of incendiary device that would have created an explosive smoke-like effect. You would imagine it would either be pink or blue. I'm not sure what the result was, except to say that the result in this area has been largely black. This fire has done so much damage. The people that are responsible could face criminal charges. They will at least face a hefty fine. But again, that has left thousands evacuated out of their homes. We're in these areas where wide swaths are completely evacuated. You'll see roadblocks that are miles and miles away from actual civilization as you drive on in to where the actual firefight is. So this is obviously a very difficult thing for firefighters. Firefighters themselves, and having to do so many fires already in the year of 2020, I've spoken to a lot of fire officials about what they do in preparation for COVID. A lot of the actual firefighting itself does not change at all. You can't really social distance when you're on the front line of one of these massive infernos. However, when they come back to base camp, when they're in those camps, and they have to get line on the food or cycle out shifts, that becomes much more difficult because of COVID. And then all the people going into those shelters have to get temperature checks, have to be spread out. So they may need more shelters if there is a massive evacuation like the one we're seeing here. Very complicated situation when you factor in COVID and you factor in, again, this weather condition, which is terrible for these fires that are spreading across the state. Joe, back to you.